It's a school night. You should be in bed. Could not possibly care less about anything that happened. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex, and you're here at the Farm D Reads, and today we are here for episode number 4, I believe. I'm pretty sure this is the August episode of my Book of the Month Backlist Challenge. So if you haven't watched the previous few episodes, this is a challenge, self-inflicted, where I am trying to read all of my 65 backlist Book of the Month books that I have been hauling around to different states, houses, apartments, and I'm tired of it, so we're reading them. And it is now August 18th, and my foolish ass just remembered that I still had to do the challenge for August. So without further ado, I have the wheel up on my laptop. Let's get this party started. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, we have 50 entries left, and we have read 15 books off of our list. We have 50 left, which is pretty good. I'm excited and also very nervous. Like, I just keep staring at my Book of the Month shelves and I'm like, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? And now not only that, we have like a week and a half to read them. So we're recording. So here you have it. Oh my goodness. And Legendborn. Okay, so 3 women. Let me go grab them and see if we can see what we can do. Yeah, be right back. Who cares? All right. Oh. All right. I'm gonna close my laptop because that shit is near to dead, and I ain't got many laptops. Outlets. I do not have near enough outlets in this room. Okay. Ooh, hair. All right. 3 Women by Lisa Taddeo. So let us see. Desires We've Never Seen It Before, a riveting true story about the sex lives of 3 real American women based on nearly a decade of reporting. Okay. Go me, the person that I was when I chose this. This does sound interesting though. July 2019. Yeah, so this, let me not mess up my math. 5 years? No. 2019 was 5 years ago? Oh God, I'm depressed. Hey buddy. So this is a nonfiction following... Yes, sir. Can you, okay. How about you come sit here? Come sit. Good job. Very good, sweet boy. This is a nonfiction kind of like story based off of interviews, decade reporting. Journalist Lisa Taddeo has driven across the country 6 times to embed herself with ordinary women from 3 different regions and backgrounds. Okay, all right. I'm listening. I'm interested, and we're gonna stay positive, and I'm looking forward to it. Buddy, can you not? He comes and he sits on, he just types some crazy nonsense into my YouTube. Okay, the next one is, this is August 2019, so we're going all the way back. Oh my God. And it's being cracked for the first time. What a day. So this is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware, which is a very well-loved thriller by this author. And I'm not gonna, what is it about? A murder, I'm sure. Domestic, perhaps? Writing to her lawyer from prison. Ooh, okay, so this is following a woman that house sits and ends up in a trial for murdering a child. Who knows? Cash money! Quit! Skedaddle. Excited to read this. I do very much enjoy a lot of Ruth Ware's thrillers. I think the last one that I read, I listened to on audio and ended up giving 3 stars, which is fine, like for a thriller. A lot of thrillers, I think in this day and age, like it's hard to be original, I think, in a thriller, but let me get off my high horse. Turn of the Key, Ruth Ware. Lone Women is by Victor Laval, who I know is a well-loved horror author that I can't say I have listened or, excuse me, read any of his stuff. So this is not Indigenous, this is Black horror, say less. Adelaide Henry carries an enormous steamer trunk wherever she goes. It's locked at all times because when the trunk opens, people around Adelaide start to disappear. Say much, much less. So this one is only about a year and a half old. This is March 2023. So I'm very excited to read this one. All right, so our last 2 are these fat fantasy books. So, but I am very excited to read these. I love the covers. I've heard nothing but good things about this. So this is Legendborn and Bloodmarked. These are books 1 and 2 of the Legendborn cycle by Tracy Dion. And all I know is that it follows our female main character, I believe at Exeter Academy UNC Chapel Hill. Bree Matthews, 16 years old, witnesses a magical attack her very first night on campus. This actually sounds really fun for like kind of transitioning into the fall season. Like all the kids are going back to school this week and next week in Colorado, seeing like, you know, this sounds like it's gonna give very much like campus vibes. So that'll take me all the way back. And also book 2. So we have our work cut out for us, but we can do it, I'm sure. So this is the stack of books that I have for the Book of the Month Backlist Challenge episode number 4. We are in August and we have approximately like 2 weeks to read all 5 of these. So we've got the books. I really don't know where to start. I actually might start with Ruth Ware or Three Women because I'm currently reading, I just started Ship of Destiny by Robin Hobb, so I don't want to jump into Legendborn because like there's just no way, shape, or form that I want to be reading 2 like thick fantasies at the same time, even though they're different vibes. I'm also finishing up An Education of Malice by S.T. Gibson, so then that will free me up a little bit. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm excited. So you know what? I think I'm gonna start with, because I was kind of browsing, so I don't know if you guys do this, but like how people scroll Instagram late at night, I scroll Libby late at night, like all my different library cards to see like what they have for me to borrow. And I found myself kind of like browsing the thriller section, so I guess that means I'm kind of in the mood for one. I'm gonna start with The Turn of the Key because I can definitely start this today and work on it, and then I think we will go Three Women, Lone Women, and then maybe I think I will do Legendborn and Bloodmarked for the end of August / this video. So I will be back. It is Sunday again, August 18th. Typical Sunday. Yesterday I went out with my friend Jessica. We had an awesome bookish day. We got pizza and went to Second and Charlie, which is a used bookstore, and I got Bloodbreaker by Victoria Aveyard, which is the second book to Realmbreaker, which I have on my shelf but haven't read yet. I do love the Red Queen series, which I also haven't finished yet. I still have to read the Warstorm, which is the last book. But anyway, they were having a sale. If you're a member, you get the book. You can get up to 5 used books for a penny a page. So there was 578 pages in the book. So I literally paid $5.78, and it's autographed by the author, Victoria Aveyard. I was like, and it's in pristine condition, hardcover. I was like, yeah, this is a win. And then we got coffee and came back and hung out in the library, did some reading. She finished a book. I got super into Ship of Destiny, which I think I'm gonna start reading now in my chair. But yeah, I will check back in hopefully in a little bit. I do plan on starting this. I also am working on laundry and just cleaning, hoping to kind of plan my week, little Sunday reset vibes today, if you will. I definitely need to paint my nails. They are nice and long and feeling strong, but I have a black glitter, like one of those reflective polishes that I keep thinking about. So I think I'm going to hunker down with my current audiobook, which is The Witch Collector by Carissa Weeks, and it absolutely slaps. I actually might get on and see if the library has the remainder of the series. I think I have book 2 and then the novella on audio, but I do have to go to the library today as well, actually, so we can go do that. Maybe grocery store, depending on what we want to have for dinner. We haven't really thought about it yet. And also this week is me and my husband's 4-year anniversary on Thursday, August 22nd. So we definitely are going to be picking up some steaks at some point to just grill. We're balling on a budget for our anniversary, but it's gonna be great. I'm fine with low key. Like the older I get, honestly, the less I want to leave my house, and I'm loving that for me and mine. So I will check back in a little bit when we have started this book, made some progress in our Sunday reset, and we'll chat later. Okay, bye. We're about to get bombarded with Shh. It's a school night. You should be in bed. No, I'm not. 10 more minutes. I should also be in bed because it's a school night, but I had to check in. So I really and truly thought that I was going to finish Ruth Ware's Turn of the Key today, but that just did not happen. So let's talk about my update. I started it yesterday, Sunday, when I started the vlog, and I am now 212 pages in. Just like no respect for anyone's personal belongings. So he comes up and on my keyboard and just causes absolute mayhem. So the Turn of the Key is a pretty slow burn thriller, I would say, following our main character, Rowan Kane. I'm leaving all this footage in. Like, there's no way that I'm gonna re-record this. If you hear him purring, even better. So this is following our main character, Rowan Kane, who has a lot of experience in childcare, and she comes along this ad for a nanny position that pays really well and is out in the country in Scotland, and just a dream come true. So she ends up getting it, and at the beginning of the story you realize that the POV that we're getting from Rowan is her writing letters to a potential new lawyer because she has been convicted and is now imprisoned for the murder of one of the children that she was charged with taking care of. So far this is giving like super The Maid, like Frida McFadden vibes, which I'm not like mad at, but also I'm kind of tired of the nanny domestic thriller, like nanny maid live-in, like young girl, and then of course someone gets murdered and she's in the middle of it, and there's a handsome guy that works somewhere on the grounds, and we do have that in this. That character's name is Jack. But what I do find interesting about this is very obvious, so I don't know if it's like being thrown in my face or if I'm picking up on something, but Rowan sucks. Like, she hates these kids. She is writing these letters and like talking about what happened as if it's solely because of like the experience that she was having, and she felt cooped up and like she was being watched because the house is like this smart house, so everything is controlled by like an app that's really hard for her to figure out. Keys and like physical keys or keyholes or anything like that, so she feels trapped at certain points. The kids, it's 3 girls, and the oldest one, Maddie, is an absolute nightmare. So I can tell you Rowan has already in 213 pages, not chapters, lasted longer than I would have. I would have been out at the first sign of them kids acting up the way that they're acting up. But also, side note, I'm talking quietly and weirdly because it's 10 o'clock at night and my husband's sleeping and I'm in the library, but I have to keep the door open because all the animals have to come in and out whenever they choose. This is their house, not mine. What can I say about this? As usual, Ruth Ware is just kind of mid for me. I'm not super vibing with storyline. Like, nothing really feels like it's happened. I don't really find it to be very atmospheric, and honestly, like, yeah, the fact that the parents can like phone in and talk to the kids like whenever they want through the speaking for the like smart house system is very freaky for the nanny, and like I can sympathize with that. That would freak me out. But also at the same time, like, you're living in a smart house, that's dope. I would not get up at all. I'd be like, hey house, get the mood lighting on. Where's my red light? I'm sleepy. Where's my pink, my rainbow light? I would like, you know, and I could just be in bed reading and I never had to get up to change any of the lights. So think about that. Think about that, Rowan. I foresee this being a 3-star thriller. I don't think anything that can happen in these last, what, 75 pages is gonna be groundbreaking, but I will check in probably tomorrow when I do finish. Excuse me, like a little over 100 pages. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be 1 book for the challenge down, and then we can move on. And you know, I am thinking that I'm gonna stick with my plan of 3 women next, and I think maybe to make it more immersive and more fun, because it's not really a genre that I have been able to get myself back into. I do actually really love nonfiction, memoirs, biographies. I'll throw in a little self-help. I'm always interested in bettering myself, but I just haven't. I've just been enjoying like losing myself in many different worlds that don't really exist this whole year so far. So I think to make Three Women be a little bit more immersive and you know, like more of like I'm actually giving it my full attention experience, I think I'm gonna try annotating it and just you know, like even if it's just highlighting passages or things that the women say that, you know, I think is relevant, that I would want to look back on, quotes, things like that. We're gonna give that a try. Again, it's 10 o'clock at night. I had all sorts of grand plans of like recording a whole ass video. I did paint my nails though, and it's like that black, it's like reflective polish. Let me see if I can get my phone flash on it, but like not so you can see it on the camera. I don't know if that's working at all, but I just started thinking about this black glitter reflective polish and I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I did my little nails and that's how I decided to spend my evening, and also watching Dexter. I'm rewatching it. My husband's never seen this far, but we're on the last season before like the new one that came out, and that one I have not seen. So I'm very excited. Yeah, that is all I have to say about that. We're one day into the challenge here in these last couple of weeks of August because I forgot, and we're almost done with one book, so we're doing good. And with that, I'm gonna sit, give myself a little 30-minute heated massage in my grandma chair, excuse me, RIP, and read a little bit, maybe Ruth Ware, maybe not, I don't know. I kind of want to keep reading Ship of Destiny, but this is a book of the month reading vlog, but I'm also not gonna film B-roll right now, so we'll see. Okay, good night and goodbye. Okay, anywho, so I did indeed finish The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware today while I was at work. It was a little bit slow in the afternoon, so I finished it off, and honestly, I think I'm done with this author because not only did I not really care for this, I gave it a very generous 3 stars on Goodreads, but it feels more like a 2.5 to me because I just could not possibly care less about anything that happened. The twist, 1/1.5 out of like the 2-3 twists were pretty good, but that bit at the end, I was like, I felt like there was no build up to this. Like, it was so out of character for the characters. To me personally, it just didn't make any sense, but what do I know? So yeah, I gave this a 3 stars, but it feels more like a 2.5. And I've been seeing that Ruth Ware's most recent book, which I can't remember the name of, but editing me put it up here. I feel like that's not getting the best reviews either. So between that and this one, the last one that I read by her, One Perfect Couple, maybe, I don't know. Again, I'll put it up here, the one that I am thinking of, but that one was also just 3 stars. So what's done is done. I think I'm definitely going to not keep this. I will rehome it in some way, shape, or form. And honestly, I'm probably saving myself time and money by just having like wasted my time reading this and not really enjoying it, because now I know for sure that I'm not gonna waste my time or money in any way, shape, or form reading Ruth Ware. So that's that. We're done with that. But let's flip this around. I am indeed, these are my other current reads outside of the challenge, if anyone is interested. Mistress of Lies by K.M. Enright. I don't know, I could have sworn that this was being touted as adult. It feels a little bit YA, but I'm actually really enjoying it. So if anyone wants to talk about this in the comments, please do, because I like it. And Ship of Destiny, almost halfway. Not ready for that to end. But I did pull Three Women by Lisa Tadeo out, and I'm just going to use the red tabs, but I didn't feel like undoing it. And I am going to indeed try to annotate to like just get down with the sickness that is this book. So I'll check back in when I've made some progress. Okay, bye.
I love you.
Hey, hi, hello. So it's now Saturday, August, I don't even know, 24th? I'm pretty sure. What day is it? It's the 24th. So listen, we've got good news and bad news. The good news is it's a Saturday morning. I've showered, washed my hair. I am a wash my hair like often type of girl. I get a lot of buildup like really easily on my scalp. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Anywho, some skincare, clothing. I am so excited because later this afternoon, my husband is taking me to Barnes & Noble. I have $100 shopping spree. He's just, I feel so spoiled and lucky and so excited and like, wow, needed this. But also I had a really great day at work yesterday that I really, really needed as well. So I'm just in a good mood and I want to share that with you guys. Okay, that's some of the good news. We're gonna do bad news and then good news again. Bad news. I'm gonna DNF this. So I gave it a try. I got like 40 pages in. I did tab a couple of things. There were some, I thought like powerful quotes, but the writing just feels a little pretentious for what I thought the like content was gonna be. I was getting really bored. I just was not able to connect with the writing. So then ipso facto, if I can't connect with the writing, I'm certainly not gonna be connecting with, you know, powerful stories from women. So I stopped last night and I was like, maybe I'll keep it on the shelf. Maybe I'll come back to it. Like maybe I won't DNF. Maybe I'll give it a try again. Then I went to Goodreads. And that's where I fucked up. So I went to Goodreads and I went to some of like the 1 and 2 star reviews, even the 3-star reviews. And people were making a lot of the points of what I was feeling, that this isn't really what the synopsis says. So the synopsis is that this is a nonfiction following story, but it is a story following 3 women and their like just sexual desires, what it means to be a woman, what it means to have desire, how that relates to the men in our lives or the women in our lives, whatever partners we decide to have. And a lot of the reviews that were really low of people that actually read the book all the way through were like, none of that happened. A lot of people were like, I wasted my time. I got to the end of the book. Nothing that was promised to me came of it. It was just literally stories about 3 women and like really how they were abused. And a lot of people said that that can be in and of itself a story if the point is to bring justice to the victims, but all of the names have been changed. So like these people are, the stories are based on real people, but all the names are changed. And anyway, I'm proud of myself that I chose this in July of 2019, but I do like nonfiction. I really do. I'm just not in a mood for it right now, and this one was not grabbing my attention. So the bad news is this month we do have a DNF, and certainly we will be unhauling this from the shelves. But the good news is I didn't wait until today. I did start another book of the month. So I started Legendborn by Tracy Dion, and I'm already really liking it. So I actually started it on my new/not new second Kindle. So this is my main one that I use, my Oasis. This is my Paperwhite 11th gen, so it has the warm light. I can't live without the warm light. My eyes are just they're not doing too well. I am on a computer, multiple screens all day long. I need to get better blue light blocking glasses. The reason that I don't wear my blue light blocking glasses is they're too big, and like my, if you're a glasses wearer, you understand that there's particulars that need to be followed when you're picking and choosing, you know, based on your prescription. But anyway, getting so off topic. I started this on this Kindle that I got back from my husband. I gave it to him and he just wasn't using it. So I was like, well, you can still use it whenever you want, of course, but I am going to take it back and decorate it and make it my backup Kindle, because as much as I love my Oasis, I love the screen, I love how it feels, I love the look of it, I love the size of the screen, the buttons, I love everything about it. The battery is garbage. I can go through the battery in like 2 days if I'm really reading something on my Kindle, which lately I have been because my eyes, my special eye. Please tell me someone knows what that's from. So I started Legendborn on this little guy last night. I am 7% in, so I'm on chapter 5. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pick this up. I love this cover. I just think it's so gorgeous. Bree is stunning. And I'm really liking this. It's YA for sure, but I think it's gonna be fun, appropriate for me to read YA, and that's all I need. So we're on chapter 5, physical. I've got all my backups. So now that I have DNF 3 women, I think it is realistic that I will be able to finish this challenge. I anticipate that I'll be able to finish Legendborn. I will definitely try to finish it this weekend and hopefully start Bloodmarked. And then the last book that we have is Lone Women by Victor Laval. It is not that big. It's kind of a little one, so we can probably crank that out by the end of the week, which will bring us right to September, and then we can start this shit all over again with the next round. Okay. Thank you again, whoever's following this. It has been honestly so fun, and I'm actually getting really proud of the books that I have read this year. Overall quality of the book of the month choices. Like, yeah, there are some that I have outgrown my taste since I picked them. Some of these are 4, 5, 6 years old. That's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There have been some winners, so that's great. And like 15 to 20 books are being read off of these shelves, which I'm very proud of, and I'm really hoping to continue staying strong after my little book shopping spree today from my husband. Very excited. After that, we're gonna go right back to library, trying to read stuff off of our TBRs. Okay, I will check back in a little bit when I have done some damage on these books. I have so much editing to do that I don't want to do, that I just need to eat the frog and do it. So hopefully you'll see some B-roll of that, of me actually doing it. Okay, great. See yous at Barnes. Time for the Octobox. Hello friends. So let me crack this Kajiro first. Ugh, there's not a sound better. I put mine in the freezer for like 15 minutes and they get slushy. Chef's kiss. Okay, what a day. So we went and got some sushi, as you saw, and the Barnes & Noble haul, which, wait, no. That's upstairs. I will show you the Barnes & Noble haul that I did end up picking up, but it was such a nice Saturday, just like exactly what was needed, and I got some new books and a few things from Target. So next time I go upstairs, I will do a little haul of what I got. But I wanted to come on and update on my Legendborn progress. So I am on chapter 20. I'm 172 pages in. This is like just about a 500-page book, so I have my work cut out for me. Okay, so I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this, but I also don't understand a single thing that's going on. So I didn't realize that this was so heavily entrenched in King Arthur and like Merlin and the Knights of the Round Table lore, which I don't dislike, but the way that they're describing it in relation to the current magic that the Legendborn have, I am so confused. I'm literally about to just like see if I can YouTube or Google an explanation explanation of the hierarchy because I have no idea. There's Merlins and King's Mages and Legendborn and Shadowborn and Onceborn and Scions and Saints and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't understand anything that's happening right now. It's way too confusing for YA, but at the same time, it's very readable. The characters are likable. I'm having a, you know, even if it's just kind of like a goofy, you know, goofy, silly, fun time, as they say, I'm fine with that. My friend Olivia said that book 2 she did not really care for. It wasn't as good as book 1. So I'm trying to the plan and keep going. I've got it on my Kindle, which I may or may not switch to in a little bit, but I also wanted to come on here and show you guys. I just made this little, I wouldn't call it a Kindle skin because I can't find my sticker paper. All I could find was like the sparkle paper. So it's just 28-pound white paper. I designed this on Canva. I printed it on just like a regular 28-pound paper, which is a little bit thicker, and it's also pretty bright white. And then I put it in a self-laminating, sparkly star holographic thing, so the colors wouldn't run or anything, and I would protect it. And then I cut it out and I stuck it in the clear case and called it a day. So for a first attempt, I'm actually pretty impressed with myself. I didn't think it was gonna come out this good. So I want to get some sticker paper to like actually make a skin that actually like sticks to the Kindle. But I've got my Oasis charging, Ship of Destiny on there, but I am between my physical and my Kindle going to try to get through. Realistically, I would like to read maybe like 100, maybe 150 more pages of this tonight. If I do more, that's great. If not, whatever. It's still early. It's only 7:30, so I could do some damage. But all the errands are done. We did a grocery pickup. That's put away. Tomorrow it can just be reading, cleaning. I want to try really hard to actually like do some meal prep, and for the love, I have to edit and probably film more. T's and P's, because I don't want to. I just want to read. I can't help it, okay? All right, so that's the update. I didn't want to go. I feel like my problem, my film vlogs, is I don't do enough actual reading updates because I get so hung up on the B-roll, so I need to try to find like a happy medium. So hopefully this update was fun, and please let me know if you think I did a good job. If you don't think I did a good job, you don't have to let me know. Okay, I will check back maybe before the end of the night. We're about to have some dinner. I might check in or I might see you tomorrow. But either way, happy reading. I'm gonna go enjoy my book and I'll talk to you guys later. Welcome to my red light district, I guess. Holy cannoli, okay. The red lights are on and the rainbow stick light is on, so we're super vibing. It is almost 9:30 p.m. Monday, August 26th, and I have some reading updates real quick before I go to bed, because as you can hear, I am quite tired now. Cash is obviously gonna come join us. Come here, buddy. Yeah? You can come here. Come shit. Very sweet boy, very sweet good boy. Yes. He's purring. This is the best. Reading updates. So, this isn't part of it. Oh boy. Okay. I finished Legendborn. So, I did indeed finish Legendborn by Tracy Dion yesterday, and in fact am now 51% done with Bloodmarked. There's something that makes this series very readable. It is very fun, silly, magical. It's on King Arthur, YA, on a college campus, but they're all 16. It's just such an interesting blend of genres and commentaries, right? Because there's this whole thread about our main character, Bree, is black, and she is part of the early college program at this school in North Carolina, and that's when she ends up like involved in the Order of Arthur and like all of the crazy stuff that happens. But it comes to fruition that there is quite a bit of connection to slavery. She is in an area that's not very diverse. The order is not very diverse, and she finds herself in a position of power that also comes with a price. And again, for being like a YA book, I think that is really powerful, and I enjoy that aspect of it. So I think right now this is feeling like a 3.75 star series for me. Like I said, because I'm also halfway through Bloodmarked. So I try not to make these videos or spoilery if I can. So it'll be kind of hard for me to like talk about these books, but I think I've gone over like generally what they're about. So they follow our main character, Bree, who is a 16-year-old girl that has just lost her mother, and she is part of the early college program at this, I think it's UNC Chapel, I don't know, something like that, some school in North Carolina, and she finds herself part of this magical secret society that is based on the legend slash not so legend of Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and Merlin, and there's magic, but then there's also like there's magic from that, but then there's also another side of magic from the more earthen and natural side of Bree from her mother, called root magic. It's just wild. Am I still absolutely confused? As soon as I think I get like my head around one concept of the hierarchy, like the Arthurs and Scions or whatever, I'm just completely like thrown into left field about something else. So back to the rating. I think my rating for Legendborn is going to be a 3.75. It doesn't quite feel like a 4-star, but it definitely feels like it deserves even more than a 3.5. So I'm gonna give it a 3.75. I'm shocked at how quickly I ate it up. Like it was, you know, I didn't care that I wasn't understanding. I just kept going. And at the end of it, I felt that I understood enough for the story to make sense and for me to care about the characters. There is quite a bit of action. The stakes are high for it being YA, so yeah, 3.75. And look at this mood. Look at this matchy like red-blue vibe. And Bree and her best friend Alice are fantastic. I love that Alice is like still part of the narrative, even though she's not necessarily a main quote-unquote character. So yeah, I am definitely going to be able to finish all of the books that I set out to finish. I'm still sticking with skipping on Three Women. It's just not what's speaking to me right now. Whatever. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Bloodmarked. I am, again, it's like 9:30 right now, so I'm gonna sit for a little bit. I have my massage chair going, and it feels fantastic. So I'm gonna read a little bit more and then go to bed. So the last book that we have is Lone Women by Victor Laval, and I actually did get the hold today off Libby and started it on my drive home. So I am 10% in, and it started off with a bang. Our main character, Adelaide, starts off with escaping a horrific crime that she committed in her own town, in her own home. So I'll leave it at that. To see where that one is gonna go, we've got another visitor coming in hot not for me, for the open window. Sometimes it's to give me a little snuggle, but also sometimes it's not. Also very creepy of me to be filming someone's window. Okay, on that note, I will check in again tomorrow, and hopefully I have done some more reading. And wow, I think we're gonna manage in less than 10 days to complete 4 out of the 5 books with 1 DNF for this challenge. Go me. And also, I didn't get any B-roll. I should have, but I was editing on my laptop on my couch for like all day Sunday, and then I did some more tonight. So I'll be putting out 2 videos this week because they're super late. And then I think I feel myself kind of like getting mentally and like productively in a groove where I can like just do a little bit every day. So I think I'm gonna try to start getting in the habit, because my problem with uploading lately and not getting things, I would like to be uploading 1 video every week, but right now I'm sitting at like 2 a month. And although I applaud myself for even doing a single shred of this, because the editing and the filming and like overcoming social anxiety to take this camera out, it is grating on a 32-year-old woman, okay? So I appreciate you if you're watching. I love you. Thank you so much. But I find that if I'm filming pretty consistently, I'm doing better with filming. I find that it's the editing that I'm having trouble with. And if I wait until I have my SD card full and I'm transferring like hours of footage, and then I have hours of footage to organize and edit, and you know, put where it needs to be and yada yada, whatever, I don't want to do it. I shut down. So I think what I'm going to start doing is every single day just taking whatever footage I have filmed and uploading it to my hard drive and organizing it into the folder. I've started making folders in I upload all my footage raw into a hard drive, and then from there I like pull it as I need it onto my computer, either my desktop or my MacBook, my laptop, to create the videos that you are so kindly viewing. But it gets crazy because like for some videos I'll have 45, 50, 60 clips, and it's only an hour that you see, which is insane. And people on here know exactly what I'm talking about because you all do it too. So I think if I try to start getting into a habit where I clear my SD card every day and just stay organized a little bit at a time, I'm gonna shoot for every day, but even if I make it like 3 times a week, like uploading, organizing, clearing, so I'm just staying organized, and then at the same time also be working on actually starting to do raw edits and things, because I have so many ideas and so many things that I want to film and talk about. Like I'm at 150 something books for the year. Like that's a lot that I could be talking about, and I'm just being silly. So me and Cash are gonna think about the consequences of our actions, and we're gonna read, and then we're gonna go to bed. Okay, good night. Hey guys, I have wonderful news. So I did DNF 1 book, but other than that, I finished. This is the DNF, but hold your applause till the end, because I somehow managed to read all 4 of these books in like a week. So especially Legendborn and Bloodmarked, let's not scoff at that. So I think I would like to talk first about the DNF. So, oh my god, I feel like I have a hair. Also, just so you guys know, I put dry shampoo in my hair and mouthwash and flossed my teeth for the 2nd time. Like, you guys could smell my breath or tell that my hair was flat from the comfort of your homes, hopefully, is where you are watching this. So I do it for you. I do it for me, for the laughs. Okay. So, Three Women by Lisa Taddeo. This is touted as an exploration into the desires and sex lives of three women. And, you know, by the end of it, I guess you're supposed to have some innate, you know, huge, profound realization of your own sexuality. But there was an R word with more than one gentleman and a female underage within the first, I think I made it 34 pages, and I was like not connecting with the writing. I did highlight and tab a few things because I was not 100% pumped. I'm just not. I've actually picked up from the library and brought back multiple times a few different nonfiction books. Like I do enjoy nonfiction. I'm just not in the mood, it seems, this year, because I haven't read a single one. So I just am not in the mood. Like, I just don't want to read this. I wasn't getting invested within the first few you know, pages of each character's story, and I was like already getting confused because it's the same writing style, which I wasn't connecting with across three different stories. Which, after I decided to DNF it, I went to Goodreads, of course, and was reading like 1 and 2 star reviews, and they were all saying, like, a very large majority, if editing me is ambitious, I will put some of them up, a large majority of the reviews were saying, sorry, I keep feeling like there's a hair here. Oh, I hate that feeling so much. Maybe it's an eyelash. I just put eye drops in. I'm really tired, and Colorado is the driest place I've ever lived in my life. Oh, mouthwash and Coke Zero. Ugh. Oh, that was worse than taking a shot of alcohol. Oh god, it tasted like that. I hate it so much. So a lot of the reviews were saying the readers were like getting to the end of the book and were like, why? What was the point? This didn't deliver what it promised. This was just talking about three women that all of the names and identities and places were changed for privacy, which respect. So it's not about bringing justice to the women because we don't know who they really are. They're not named. And apparently the stories get pretty intense as far as like sexuality portions and the trauma that's involved. So I don't know. Although some of the reads were kind of dark, like Lone Women was a horror, okay? I just wasn't trying to read something like with this vibe of dark. So I am comfortable with my DNF. I do feel kind of bad that I highlighted and wrote in it. So not really sure what I'm gonna do with this copy. I might just take the tabs off and like donate it and hope for the best. Let me know if that's like, what do you do with a book that you want to donate in some way, shape, or form or sell, but you have written in? Is that something that people buy? I'm not 100% sure. Anywho. The next book that I would like to talk about is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. So Ruth Ware is a very well-known and popular thriller writer. I have read a number of her books before, and they're all just kind of mid for me personally. I know that this one is really well loved though, so I was like looking forward to it, thinking it was gonna be, you know, I was like, people really like this one, so maybe I'll really like it. This one is about a woman named Rowan Kane who is a childcare worker. We are hearing the story through her POV, and she stumbles upon an ad for this like too good to be true nanny position in the Scottish Highlands for this really, really rich techie family, and the parents are the architects and like engineers of the technology, and they need a new nanny for their 3 kids and their teenager, no, 2 young kids and a teenager, because they have to like travel a lot for their jobs. And the house is literally controlled by like an app. Like Rowan can go on her phone and talk to the kids through screens and like answer questions and tell them to go to bed and play audiobooks through speakers, and the mom can call. It's very cool. I thought that aspect of it was very, very fun. I like technology as like a very amateur user of it. I am not tech savvy in any way, shape, or form, but I like to dabble. You know, I'm here on YouTube. Part of why I'm here is because I love to read, and I'm so happy that there's a community out there that I feel comfortable in, aka like Bookstagram and BookTube, where I can share my face and my, you know, life and feelings about books. But also this has been, I am talking with my hands so much. Oh, the Greek of me. Let me take a breath and let me take a sip of Coke Zero. That should calm me down. I was on a rant and I already forgot what it was that I was talking about. Hey Danny, come on in. Oh, but I'm also here because I am enjoying learning the hobby of video and photo editing as far as the tech conversation goes. So anyway, back to the story. That's where I was going with it. I really enjoyed that aspect of it, and the twists I also did enjoy, but the majority of the book I found really boring. The kids were intolerable. Rowan was intolerable, which again makes sense if you've read the book, why she's like that in this particular role. The twists were good. It was a quick read. I enjoyed it as far as like just being a popcorn thriller for me, but I don't know. I might just be done with Ruth Ware. This was 3 stars. All of her books for me, I think I will look back, but I'm pretty sure have been 3 stars. I've heard her newest one, which I think is called One Perfect Couple. Oh, I can't remember. Has not gotten the best reviews. So this might be the end of the line, but we did finish this. So that is book 1 that we actually read for this TBR. So this was, I think that was the first one that I picked up. Yeah, it was. And then I tried 3 Women and that did not work out for any of us. So I think I want to talk about Legendborn and Bloodmarked, which I will try my darndest to hold up this entire time, but no promises. So I picked, now I know there's hair. I picked Bloodmarked, if I'm remembering correctly, and then decided, well, not decided, but shared my decision with you guys that I was going to, whichever one of these came up first, in whichever month the wheel spun and picked one of them, I was going to read both because they are books 1, Legendborn, and 2, Bloodmarked of the Legendborn saga. The Legendborn cycle, excuse me. Book 3 comes out in 2025. Spring, I believe. I think it's a spring release. So I would like to start off and say that these covers are 2 of the most gorgeous covers that I think I have ever seen. I absolutely love the colors. They remind me of like some of my favorite color schemes that I do with my bookshelf lights and my little rainbow light in the corner. I really like the character artwork because I think it's a very accurate and good representation of how I was picturing Bree and Sel on book 2, and I loved the characters. Overall, this is, I would say, a 3.75 star series. So I think Legendborn was a little bit better. Bloodmarked got crazy convoluted. Like, it's thick. Okay, this book is thick. This one is thicker. And it got insane. So when I went into this, I actually had no idea or didn't remember that this was based on like Arthur and the Legends of the Round Table like lore. The magic got crazy. And the hierarchies got crazy. The school got like everything, oh my god, the root magic and then the Bloodmarked magic. It was insane. It was actually very hard to keep track of, but also at the same time, I loved every second of it. I couldn't put them down. I got lucky and was able to borrow both of them on my Kindles as well. So I was like, if I just didn't want to be holding up these super heavy yet beautiful and gorgeous stunning book, I was just like reading on my Kindle. I loved these. I am very excited for book 3. This ended on a banging note. I do think book 1 is better, but I really think that the direction that the trilogy is going is going to be really powerful and impactful. These books also have a really important commentary on slavery and what it means to be young and Black, especially going to school in the South. And I loved everything about this. Bree is awesome. Sel, Team Sel, all the way. I loved these. I'm so excited to read book 3. And like, you might say to yourself, 3.75 series and you loved it and you're so excited. Yeah, like I rate books based on feelings and just my own particular area. It doesn't matter because everyone has their own way of rating. Maybe you don't rate at all. Let me know in the comments what you think. But there's good 3 to 4 star material and there's bad 3 to 4 star material. This could end up being a 4 to 5 star series by the end of it. I don't know. I'm just telling you how I feel right now. Okay? Anywho. I'm just really excited to talk about the last book and also go downstairs because I ordered a Turtle Pecan Blizzard from Dairy Queen and I really want to eat it. This is a new favorite horror. I am so excited to say. So, Lone Women by Victor Laval follows our main character, Adelaide, who, on a banger, the beginning scene, we find out she is escaping the seemingly murder of her 2 parents that she is covering up in some way, shape, or form, and she is escaping and ends up homesteading in the state of Montana, but it's the 1800s, so it's barren. And I loved the imagery. I thought that the setting of this, characters, the twists, which I don't even want to talk about. I went into this blind and then I thought I got a spoiler on Bookstagram and I was upset. And then the twist upon the twist blew my mind, and this ended up being a 5-star horror. I am so excited to read more by Victor LaValle. I literally just had The Changeling on my Kindle maybe a couple months ago and had it for the full like 3 weeks and just ended up returning it. But you bet your bottom dollar that I am gonna grab it because I loved this. I listened to the majority of it on audio driving to and from work. As you know, that's my audiobook time, and then finished the last like 60 pages or so physically. This was incredible. If you listen to anything that I've ever said in any of these book of the months, this might be my favorite book that we have read in this challenge. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm still thinking about it. I want to reread it physically. I just love everything about it. So if you like horror, this isn't super gory. It's not super violent. It does have those things. It does have murder and, you know, things like that, of that nature. You know, check your trigger warnings if horror is something that you're iffy about. But this was more of a character-driven horror, in my opinion, incredibly character-driven, and the characters are what is horrific but also incredible about this book. So, highly recommend. Okay, so the last part, hold on, one more sip. The last part of the challenge is, do we keep it or do we unhaul it in some way, shape, or form? Which I know none of you are surprised. I haven't even thought about Pango or selling or anything, but I still think it's a viable option. So 3 women I think I would like to donate, sell, whatever, if I can. I don't know. Is it allowed if you've written in them? I don't know what the rules are. The Turn of the Key, I am not keeping. I don't particularly care for the cover at all. Also, let's go back to it for 2 seconds. I don't even understand the bit with the keys. I guess it was the techie part of it, but like, to make it the whole cover and the bit, it didn't seem, other themes seemed more relevant. But anywho, I will not be keeping this. I will find a new home for it and someone else will love it, I know. Lone Women, 1000% keeping on my shelves, and these two, obviously. They're gorgeous. I think even if I didn't like them, I'd probably keep them, but I do like them. So, we did it. We did it, we did it, we did it. I am so proud of the work that we have done. It's not just me, it's you guys too, let's be real. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, let's chat. Have you read any of these books? Are you interested in reading any of them? Do you want to talk to me about any of them or any other ones that I've read? I'd love to. That's why we're here. So again, thank you for watching. If you are not subscribed, please consider doing so. I would love to continue sharing my challenges and love of reading with you guys, and enjoy your night, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you may be, and I'll see you in the next video and or challenge, but also both. Okay, good night, bye.